Hello, or welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 365 days of the year, seriously, to take your political questions out of the chat. So just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. And that's an ongoing thing. So ever since this channel was first monetized. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. Thank you. And we have a fantastic community here because of you. Thank you. And all your kind words and what have you mean so much to me, because there are unkind words too. So it really does make me feel better. So thank you. If you have said kind words, I thank you. Okay. It's your kindness to each other, though, that means the most to me. I love that. I absolutely love that. Okay. We've got news today. But first, last thing I wanted to mention, see these cool nails? These are from Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. Look, roses. It's like Dark Academia Day on here on the Black and Orange channel. Aren't these cool? Look, yuck. So anyway, thank you, Sherry. They're absolutely beautiful. Okay. And I'm using the Steampunk Tarot. So, okay. Gosh, we're only 2 minutes in. And I'm going to jump to questions. Oh my gosh. There's some good stuff today. There's good stuff today. Even if the cover for today was the disappointed kitty. No. Whose coffee cup is empty. Well, coffee, whose cup of cream is empty. 5 of Cups. All right. Just pulling up ye old questions. And whoops, don't go that far. All righty. Blah. Okay. I am far too excited about this. At 2:45, start spreading the news. Donald Trump's Save America political fundraising group, where he's siphoning up all that money and spending it on himself, is the subject of a federal grand jury investigation in Washington, D.C. Yes. Subpoenas were issued to the leadership. The Political Action Committee Trump founded, along with junior and mid-level aides who worked in the Trump White House and on his presidential campaign. Will he be criminally convicted in relation to his money siphon machine where he's lying? It's for my campaign. No, it's not. No, it's not. And mail fraud and mail fraud and a couple of other things similar to that. They have apparently, Tom Cruise's line at the end of The Firm, the movie, because it's not in the book. The book ended slightly differently. I thought the movie ending was better, strangely enough. He said, it may not be sexy, but it has teeth. So, let's see. All right. Oh, thank you, C. Torino. Thank you. All right. Trump's grift pack. He's tired. It's just piling on him. Well, if everywhere you go, you turn into a crime scene, yeah, it's going to build up. That's just how it works. Also, by the way, I've been getting comments about some of the things I say being mean. I hope you understand that I understand my being here, my readings, what have you, because sometimes I can be quite grr. I am quite grr about fascists, about people taking away rights, about racists and bigots and people who have such tiny, fragile egos that they have to belittle those weaker than they are, or in less positions of less power than they are, to make themselves feel good, or just because they can. I have no patience with that, and they are scum of the earth. So but when I'm not dealing with this, I'm good. I like helping people. I'm always keeping an eye out. Are the cat's good? Or, tell people I love them, and, get a gift for my sister, or, whatever. I'm actually a relatively happy little person. And the great chair of happiness really is a happy place. And, anyway, I just want to throw that out there. But these people, whoo, boy, I always have time to ridicule fascists. Always. 8 of Wands. Oh, he sent out. There are so many emails and so many messages that this PAC sent out that were awful. This is a political emergency. You must send money. If this is illegal, talk about being buried. The other thing, my father has a problem. My father's problem is that he came to me and he was near me and he was saying, this is ridiculous. Everybody gets, some scam, spam phone calls now and then. Fine. He's literally scrolling through page after page of all the calls he's getting every day. Just on and on and on. And I looked over his shoulder and I said, did you give money to a politician? Because they were all Republican politicians. And he said, I may have. Did you give him your phone number? Because they sell your information. And so his phone is just inundated. Hello, boo-boo. How are you? You okay? Okay. All right. 4 of Pentacles. Trump is desperate for money. Desperate for money. Ace of Wands. So he took action. 7 of Wands. He's going to be on the defensive. 9 of Pentacles. Right now he thinks he's sitting pretty. The suckers are paying all of his bills. And the 4 of Wands. So for now, he's going to be this is Mar-a-Lago. This is him just being happy as could be. Meanwhile, he's feeling more and more on the defensive. He can see it coming. It does not feel like it's all of it. It feels like it's just to a point. It doesn't feel like the answer. Let me try again. So sorry. Maui, yes. Once they latch on to you, it's like leeches. Yeah. Tiffany Lily says you might need a new number. Yeah, but do you know how many things you've got to go change once you change your phone number? Ugh. Moxie Cha-Cha, this is the Steampunk Tarot deck. That's what I'm using today. Dwight Lindgren says, my brother did that. They hound him to death, just no end. Exactly. That's no way to... No way to do it. Okay. The Hermit. Well, Trump is increasingly isolated because people around him don't want to, would you want to, we don't want to hang around Trump in the first place. But even if for some crazy reason you did, you wouldn't, because unless you've got a fortune to pay your own lawyers because of whatever illegal thing he's going to get you into. So I will, Ian. Thank you. It is a beautiful deck, Tigress. All right, Ace of Wands. So his actions. Queen of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. Justice. High Priestess. For his actions, it's he and the people involved with that pack. They think they're walking down their grand staircase in their ball gowns. But this is 10 of Cups. This is all of the evidence laid out next to the Justice card. And this is higher wisdom, but also secrets revealed. He's in trouble. It's not. It may not be as clear cut as the classified information case, but oh goodness. Julie Robinette, yes, thank you for reminding us. Today starts Mercury Retrograde. I'm trying to keep my mouth shut, my fingers from typing. Oh man. Hang on. Because if he loses the Super-PAC, considering how much money he owes, he's toast. He's absolutely toast. Oh, Ian, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're okay. 4 of Swords. That's a tomb. Again, Mar-a-Lago, his base of power. 6 of Cups. Page of Pentacles. I do believe, my personal, what do I know? Entertainment only. My personal feeling is that the Trumps have money squirreled away. But they don't have enough. They don't have enough squirreled away. Not for the debts they're looking at. Where this is when you this is the life when what webs we weave when we try to deceive. Well, if you have a little business and you're honest and you care about your customers, you do what you can, you can have a nice life. Build your house on the high road. Build your house next to the high road and you will have a good life. You won't have an easy life, but you'll have a good life. As opposed to scam, hide. Oh. What was his name? Kiyosaki. Rich Dad, Poor Dad guy. He wrote a book with Trump. And if you've read all the Rich Dad, Poor Dad books, his basic thinking is, for most people, their biggest investment is their house. But a house isn't an investment, according to him. What is an investment is something that is actively putting money in your pockets. This is not my thinking. So, and certainly in real estate, there's a lot of debt involved. But there's also a point where if you've had X many bankruptcies and you can't get more debt, no banks will give you money anymore, no, you're stuck, then what you have to do is start taking part of the profits from the businesses you already have and start investing those or saving those up and investing them. He's not doing that. He won't do it. And he's financially, let's look at 15 minutes in, looks at Trump's financial future. Future, there we go, save. Dave says bankruptcy is not a good business tactic. Well, not according to him. Spiral says he went to loan sharks. Donald John Trump, J for Genius Trump, your financial future. Lisa Graham says Trump won't need money where he's going. Well, you need some commissary money. Julie Robinette, oh no, I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you, Rasslin Reeds. Where was that? Oh, Dwight was asking, how many times has Trump filed for bankruptcy? 6? Is it 6 or 7? Please correct me. Queen of Wands. It's not just him. It's the people around him. Oh, there we go. 7 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. 2 of Wands. King of Wands. 4 of Pentacles. I mean, that lays it out right there. Ta-da. Kevin Waggy saying 6. Thank you. All right, this is fruits of labor, but this is a party. Communication. So this is the branding. They were making money off the branding deals. This is Trump the man. And the thing in this deck, this King of Wands, who is Trump the man, not the emperor, not the president, nothing like that. It's just a guy. He's kind of hidden behind his throne a little bit. And the final outcome is the 4 of Pentacles. It's the card of lack. I mean, once you hit the 4 of Pentacles, it isn't even like a 2 of Pentacles robbing Peter to pay Paul. This is just, there isn't enough. There just isn't. He's got financial ruin ahead of him. And you know why? Because he's not honest. Because he's a con man. Because he hurts people. There are plenty of people, even in his business, who get through their whole lives, They're just, because it's a business and you act like it's a business and it's not, you don't try to be a mob boss and all this other garbage. So, oh well. Okay, at 18:30, court filings yesterday. Let me see. Oh, no, don't do that. No. Okay, 18:30. Overreacting a little bit to trying to get the time stamping in, and then it highlights the wrong things, and those actually almost accidentally get erased. And anyway, it doesn't matter. Court filings yesterday are indicate. Yeah. Court filings yesterday are no, I can't say it. Indicative, because I'm self-conscious about it. That there may be even more documents that Trump has refused to turn over to the FBI. The question here is, will we ever get them back? Will we ever know what happened to them? And will Trump be held accountable? So, are there more? Does this bring Trump closer to being locked up? There's even more stuff, huh? Indicative. Thank you, Sampras. Indicative. I know the word. If you are ever feeling a lack of humility, go on camera every day. And stuff that you take for granted that you know, it'll just go poof. Oh, jeez. It is a guarantee that off and on you will look like you're not terribly bright, and it will be recorded forever. And that is the price you pay. That's okay. All right. Trump. Is there even more stuff he should not have that he's hiding? Is there more? I'm getting energy. Think it sounds a little crazy talking about guides, but I think we all have them, and it feels like I'm getting some energy of, you're asking that, really? I know. Queen of Swords, investigation. Big time investigations. My gosh, this man has chunks of the government, federal and states, a chunk of the government looking into him, investigating him. If it wasn't so heinous, it would be almost impressive. It's like, wow. It's like it's I don't know, like, isn't there a thing in Grand Theft Auto where you try to get 5 stars and they've got helicopters out for you sometimes, and the entire city's coming for you and you're trying to get away, and that's like a challenge? He's like that every day. Tower. That's not good. That's intelligence. Oh, sweating. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There are people near tears. Knight of Wands. Tower, Knight of Wands, 4 of Wands, to keep his businesses afloat. 10 of Swords. That 10 of Swords is painful. 3 of Wands. Again, entertainment only. And for me, this is a spiritual practice, but this is looking for the highest bidder. The amount of damage, we cannot overstate how much damage he has done to our country and to our national security. No matter, and how many people are at risk of dying as he's looking for the highest bidder. These might be minor arcana cards, but the energy does not feel minor. Semper says, it's been a while since I played GTA. Oh, it's I'm weird. I used to actually enjoy watching other people play. It's kind of like a movie that I could occasionally chime in with oh, you missed that. I think there's a secret door there. Oh, really? Where? Oh, wow. Oh, thank you, Darren. That is very sweet of you. That means a lot. Thank you. Okay. Missing stuff. 3 more cards. I cannot wrap my head around betraying my country. I am so grateful for the advantages I've had, and by living here, growing up here, being born here, being educated here, and elsewhere, but still opportunities and an ability to wear what I want and do what I want to do and do tarot and, all of this stuff. I'm so grateful. And I know America we need to improve. I know that. But we're trying. And I want to be a part of this. I want to be a part of America getting better. I want to be a voice of, we are better than Trump. We are better than Trump world. He is an American, but he is not America. He does not represent America to me. You guys represent America to me. I hope I represent America. But he's just a scumbag con artist. So, Five of Wands, that's rancor, conflict, authoritarians, actors. King of Swords, that's a prosecutor. Six of Swords, that's going to prison. Two of Pentacles, three-card Monty. He's playing three-card Monty with the information. He's moving stuff and hiding things. Actually, I've got to tell you, do you guys remember that photograph that they're right because they've got no way to justify what's happened? How the right has been talking about the evidence photo where the FBI laid out all that top secret stuff and took a photograph of it. And because there was so much of it, they just put it on the floor so they could lay it out and take photographs. Remember that one? And there was a box on the side, and it had framed, Time magazine covers, either real or fake, I don't know. All of that. Hal Sparks the other day made a very good point. He said, if it was me, if I was the FBI, I would be all over those framed covers. I would be opening every single one of those because he stuck things inside magazines to sneak them out. So is there something inside those frames? I hadn't thought of that. So, okay, it's 28 minutes in. All right, New York Times, 28 minutes in. And thank you guys for being here with me. I'd hate to go through this by myself. I really would. I did before I started the channel, but I'm so glad that you're here with me. Okay. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. I'm going to cough. Hang on. Sorry about that. All right. Lisa, good point. They need to look inside the frames. I know, right? All right. Sorry, 28:30. New York Times is reporting confirmation of something we already knew, okay? That Trump weaponized the DOJ and other federal entities to go after his enemies. That's true. Have you been reading about this? Not exactly surprising, but just heinous. Now that people are coming forward with proof, will anything be done? Really all you could do is change policies, put in new laws. Chris Wickens, do you think your parents will ever become Democrats? Oh, you're adorable. No. No. Not a chance. Thank you for the thought, for the guffaw. No, they're very, very right-wing. Anyway, True Monique. Trump's still trying to overthrow the government. Marie Henson says, while they're at it, see if any rolled up in or in anything's rolled up inside tubes, flags, staffs, curtain rods. Oh man. And my nose itches right there. So will anything be done about Trump trying to use the federal government, DOJ, and other federal entities to go after his enemies? Queen of Pentacles. The way things have been going over the last number of decades, presidents and the people around them just getting more and more power. Tower. Julie says, I'm itchy all over today. What is that? Well, for me, I've been kicking up dust because I've been organizing. But in general, today is Mercury Retrograde. So there's and there are already 6 planets in retrograde. So all the energy is like, it's like the tide is out. And it'll come back. But it's like, and that energy's but also with the passing of the Queen, my gosh, there's a lot of sadness in the world. There are a lot of people who are really affected by this, who, whether it's they're from the UK or not. Tower, Ace of Cups, Magician, Queen of Swords, Temperance. It changed the laws. There'll be investigations, but there's a fear we lost our democracy. It's kind of what the January 6th committee is really about, which is coming up with policies, potential laws, that kind of thing, so that this doesn't happen again, or we don't come that close to losing our democracy, where one, excuse the term, jackass can't come in and try to take things over. There'll be investigations, but there's only so much can be done, because he wasn't necessarily breaking laws, breaking norms, not necessarily breaking laws. Let's hope they find somewhere where he was, but the energy is not. There's energy there, but it's not overwhelming. And Kelpie, my cat's having a sneezing fit. Oh, poor thing. Thank you for saying that. Oh, you're welcome, Dave. I don't know what I said, but you're welcome. Whatever I can do. All right, 3330. Steve Bannon. Oh my gosh, did you guys see that guy's perp walk yesterday? In handcuffs. He thinks he has such delusions of grandeur. And he thought that his turning himself in and the media attention and what he says, that it was going to be this big, American Revolution moment. He even quoted, what's his name? Initials J. No, John, is it John Paul? Oh, gosh. Have not yet begun to fight. John Paul Jones. Thank you. I have not yet begun to fight. This was the immortal retort of Captain John Paul Jones to a request to surrender, as he and his crew engaged in a desperate battle with a British frigate off the northern coast of England during the American Revolution. He was born in Scotland in 1747, went to sea at 13, became captain of his own ship by the time he was 21. Wow. By 1775, he had emigrated to America, where he volunteered for service in the fledgling American Navy and was given his own command. So anyway, that's what Bannon said yesterday. as he's being walked. He's in handcuffs and they're walking him through, and I have not yet begun to fight. And then his thing afterward, where he went out with his lawyer and he was talking. Let me summarize what he was saying after they came back out, right? His lawyer talked and he talked. I'll just summarize it as ding cuckoo, ding cuckoo, ding cuckoo. There, you get the whole. That's the summary. So Steve Bannon pleaded not guilty to defrauding border wall donors in court yesterday afternoon. He's already taken a pardon on this, accepted a pardon. And when you accept a pardon, that's a full admission of guilt. You've admitted you're guilty, so why are you saying you're not guilty now? Nice try. The 6-count indictment charges Bannon and We Build the Wall itself with 2 counts of money laundering, which carries a maximum sentence of 5 to 15 years in prison. There are additional felony counts of conspiracy and a scheme to defraud, along with 1 misdemeanor count of conspiracy to defraud. When he returns for court on October 4th, what will happen, other than more of his grandstanding cosplay? Julie says, why is he getting microphones and the TV covers it? But part of it's a state court. I don't know if I don't know if they're going to allow the cameras in the court to be broadcast, but yeah, it's more lenient in state court, I believe. 8 of Pentacles working. He thinks, seriously, he thinks he's going to make money off all this. This is War Room. Hello, Becca. Becca from House of Lenormand's in the chat. That was a great grand tableau you were doing last night. You were just all over it. This explains that, explains this, explains this. It was great. Page of Swords. 9 of Swords. All right, we know he's going to be a bully, but this is a lot of sleepless nights, legal worry. 3 of Swords. You've already said you're guilty by accepting a pardon for the same types of charges. There's no takesy-backsies. Seriously. King of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. He feels abandoned. He will feel more and more abandoned by the establishment. And his anger will grow toward them because none of these jerks are all that stable. They're paranoid. They are trying to overcompensate for extremely fragile sense of self. A strong, wise person is often doesn't talk a great deal, listens quite a bit, and comes to reasonable conclusions. These blowhards. So this is him going full Alex Jones. They're out to get me. And even the super rich and powerful have abandoned me. How dare they take down the rich and blah, blah, blah. And he's thinking he's going to make money from all of this. But the fact is that what I was picking up yesterday is by the time he gets out of prison, things are going to be different. Things are going to be different politically. It won't be he gets out and goes right back to his war room. His war room with his My Pillow fort. War room, please. You're in a basement. You're in a basement in America. No one's breaking down the door. Nobody's hunting you down. Nobody's bombing your city. You are an unkempt, paranoid guy in a small room with a microphone. You're not being censored. You say whatever you want to say. Please. Please. Oh, thank you, Janelle. Thank you. That is very sweet. Thank you. Ugh. Becca is saying, I hope Bannon gets a long stay at Rikers Island. Would seem fitting considering the damage he's inflicted on this country with his bigoted views. Yep. Yeah, Stephanie Martin, he's a legend in his own mind. Oh, yeah. Okay, at 41 minutes in, Doug Mastriano, the MAGA guy running in Pennsylvania. I think isn't it Trump's last rally was supposed to be for Oz and Mastriano, and he mentioned Oz like once and then not again. But he did talk about Mastriano, at least briefly, and he was saying good things about him. Well, guess why? 4130, Doug Mastriano, the GOP nominee for Pennsylvania governor, publicly prayed for those participating on January 6th to be victorious. You know you have made God in your own image when he hates the same people you do. He prayed that lawmakers that day would rise up in boldness to seize the power that we had given to us by the Constitution. Will it come out that he did more than just lead public prayer? Did he participate in the insurrection? Will it ultimately cost him the seat he's running for? He prayed for the insurrectionists to be victorious. Does that include hanging Mike Pence? Just a question. What heinous things they had planned for Nancy Pelosi? How about beating the police officers? So victorious by beating the police officers to death, nearly to death, trampling protesters. Prayed for that, huh? Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Four of Pentacles. What is this guy's financial situation? There's a lack of funds here. I don't know what this refers to, but the card for the reading is there's a lack of funds here. Eight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Six of Cups. Six of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. So, hemmed in. Fight. This is the Democrats on that day just thinking, we're going to do the thing and, there'll be protests, but it won't be that terrible. I mean, I was live when it was going, at the first part of the insurrection, and we didn't know it was that serious yet. And I still am amazed that I remember the main thing we heard while I was live was that insurrectionists had broken into the Library of Congress. Well, the jokes on that just write themselves. But anyway, we were just minding our own business. Six of Swords and Wheel of Fortune. As more and more of these people are going to prison, and people are getting really tired of all of the talk about fight, especially when it involves people dying. A gallows outside our Congress. A gallows in 2022, 2021. In 2021, a gallows. Unbelievable. Ugh. Oh, that's right. It's Becca's day off. Hope you're reading some good books. All right, 46. Yeah, okay. And again, I love that I have trouble figuring out where the emphasis is on this. Hey, funny, ask the question. Now, is it hey, funny, or is it hey, funny? Hey, funny. Will the upcoming Mercury Retrograde alter or hinder the January 6th panel from resuming live public testimony? Are they on track with presentations? It's a good question, because Mercury Retrograde does start today. All right, J6. And all the hearings, I am live. You can watch them together, and I do readings while they're going on. Put them in the chat. Make graphics, take pictures of them, make graphics. We go over a lot of the readings at the end that I do during. So, yeah, when the readings resume, you can always go to the Black and Orange channel. January 6th. January 6th hearings. Okay, stomach turning. They have evidence. They've talked to more people. They've got more evidence, and what they've heard is stomach turning. Yeah, we haven't heard. Yeah, this isn't, oh, they're going over some old stuff, or, we're just confirming some stuff. Oh, no, there's more stuff. It's bad. Of what happened. The energy of it is bad. Okay, I took my antihistamine, so why does the very tip of my nose itch? Just right there. January 6th committee hearings. What are you doing, January 6th committee? Serious as a heart attack. Wow. 4 of Cups. This is a refusal. Of course, there are those who are refusing to cooperate with the Democrats. Chariot. That's them. That's the big showy thing, movement. 2 of Swords, legal decisions. Ace of Wands, big actions taken by the far right. 5 of Cups, disappointment. High Priestess, secrets. It's a really big show. Well, there are definitely going to be more hearings. And the more they find out, the more disgusted they are. And the more people talk and don't contest talking, the harder it becomes for others to contest it. Very premeditated action, big premeditated action by the far right, by Trump and his ilk. Becca, yes. Becca's reminding us in House of Golden Normand. Becca's reminding us Stephen Colbert said it best. The GOP, they should have taken away women's voting rights before they took away our other rights. Well, more fool them. Ugh. Grifters on parade. Yes, Polly Wanda. There was something up here. Oh, Semper says, speaking of January 6th, I've been thinking about inviting Kinzinger onto my OSINT Twitter Spaces. That's OS Intel. I'm not quite sure what that is. Again, oh, he's been on before, but I can't help but feel like I should confront him about his votes against codifying voting rights. He's leaving. You can, but well, the other thing is, I don't know that I'm the best person to make any suggestions on this, because I don't exactly offer to have politicians on. I don't think any of them would come on here. Oh my gosh, that's not happening. Anyway. Open source Intel. Oh, great. Semper, that's awesome. January 6th committee. Come on, January 6th committee. Page of Swords. Bunch of blowhard bullies. The Trump and his ilk. Six of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Two of Wands. They have communication. They have who was trying to entice people to do stuff, and they're just disgusted by what they're finding. So that's really all I'm getting so far, is they're working on it and they have new information, and they're not exactly happy about it. Dave says, I bet Gavin Newsom would. Really? I mean, maybe if I was in California. Why would Gavin Newsom be willing to come on a political tarot channel? Wouldn't their competitors just hang them up to dry in the ads? Okay. At 53 minutes in. As some smarter GOP candidates are starting to distance themselves from Trump, Trump is openly going after DeSantis and Youngkin for doing just that. And me without my popcorn. When Trump and DeSantis go at each other, I'm just like, oh, wait, let me grab a bowl. Wait, can you pause just a second? I need some popcorn. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he does that. Yeah, that is heinous. You're not going to... Oh, good point. Good point. That was... burn. House number... Oh, this is fun. Okay. With new scandals seemingly breaking every 48 to 72 hours, will Trump have any candidates of merit by his side come midterms? I don't know that he has any candidates of merit now. Becca's saying he's also going after faux news for running that Lincoln Project ad. Oh my gosh. Please tell me you guys have seen the new Lincoln Project ad. It's so good. Personally, I wish they hadn't put this. Just take off this thing at the beginning about we have bad news. You lost the election. Take that out. We have bad news. He's been taking advantage of you. This I'm really rich man has been taking all of your money and spending it on himself and his luxurious lifestyle. That's all you need. The other stuff, it puts people off. It will put them off a little bit, have them less likely to sit through the rest of it. So that's my opinion. What do I know? It was really good. But if you haven't seen it, the new Lincoln Project ad, I think it's called Suckers. Lolabelle says Trump's Gemini sun is square. DeSantis is Virgo. And Murdoch's Pisces. Glorious. 50. So where? Okay. So will Trump have any candidates? That's where I was. Have you been listening to Trump's lawyers, his new lawyers? Ah, that's my sister. I was like, who's downstairs wearing heels? That's my sister. That's one of my sisters. There we go. Okay. I guess one of my sisters is here. I told you, I got family right here. So 8 of Cups. More than anything, there are a lot of people he used to consider allies who are leaving evidence against him. With various places. 2 of Wands, far right communication, 5 of Cups, disappointment. Well, they're scary. It's scary. As much as I joke about Trump arguing with DeSantis, they are both really horrible people who have way too much power. Ace of Swords, 6 of Wands, 2 of Swords. Truth. Victory. Nobody wants the legal. No, for Trump's victory, there's a whole lot of illegality, a lot of legal decisions the truth's going to come out about. And we are disappointed that there aren't all the people who are saying things against Trump in private. It's like, you need to be saying that in public. But he's not gaining allies. Not at all. For his grand victory, it's like, you know what? I can't afford the lawyers to be on Trump's side. Personally, I wouldn't be on Trump's side if I had to crawl on glass to get away from it. I'd crawl over glass to get away from him. But, oh boy, okay. So, what's next? Moxie Cha-Cha, great name, has a question. Lucky Girl is here. Hello, Lucky Girl. All right. Whoa. Is that the Chariot card spinning? Yes. Chariot card fell out and just started spinning. I mean, here. It just started doing this. She was faster than that. It's like, oh, okay. Okay. Moxie Cha-Cha, very simple, straightforward question. 59 minutes in. Did Trump sell Israeli nuclear program secrets to Iran? I don't think he'd sell stuff to Iran. I would think it would be more Saudi Arabia or something like that, but I don't know. Tris says, I just saw the Lincoln Project ad. It's called Suckards. Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? Julie Robinette, the energy today. Yeah, it's. Well, Chris Wicken says it's dizzy. Well, if you think about it, the Chariot, if it's going after Trump, I mean, it's busy. It's like going from place to place to place to place to place. It's like, okay, so I've got to go from, if these people are looking at him, then I've got to go over here because they're looking at him, and then they're going. Chris Wicken says Iran still has a bounty on his head. That's true. That's true. I really don't think it's Iran. But I can definitely ask, did he sell Israeli nuclear program secrets? Oh my gosh. Again, I get near this energy, the intelligence, classified stuff, and suddenly my temperature just goes through the roof. People are so upset. This is so bad. I mean, I'm fine, but suddenly I go back to this topic and suddenly my temperature, it's like, and then I get away from it and I'm fine. And I come back and whew, a lot of energy around this end. It's hair on fire energy. Two of Cups. We have allies. You have to be good to your allies. Duh. But then again, he only thinks what's good is what's good for him at any given time. Six of Pentacles. Oh, giving away a little bit here, making himself look important. Seven of Wands in the defensive. Eight of Swords, legally hemmed in. Empress, that's America. Hanged Man. Empress, Hanged Man. Not literally hanging him, but the way he was just throwing information around and to better himself, where he feels on the defensive right now. Oh, that's going to change. I just keep getting, and it is so strong. They are going to arrest him. And this is a big deal. Now this, I don't even know how to say it. She's like Federalist Easy Bake Oven levels of judgeship. The Trump judge who said that, oh, Trump should be, he has to, and I should, oh, and she's also said that she needs to be involved with all of this along the way. She's trying to insert herself into the whole case. She's never, before she became a judge, she'd never done any major legal anything. But she's a member of the Federalist Society. Whatever Trump's good intentions just here and there for his own good, this will mean nothing in the end. It will mean nothing. They are going to arrest him. That's what I'm getting. Chris Wicken says she's unqualified. Yes, she is. It doesn't, on the one hand, it doesn't seem possible because he's been swanning around for so long. But man, the energy's there. And if you guys are getting something different, please let me know, Becca said, I just read Judge Loose Cannon's answers to the questions on her Senate confirmation. I was blown away by her lack of experience. Yeah. Holly and France. Hello, Holly. Holly and France says nearly all judges she nominated were rated unqualified by the American Bar Association. How did she get confirmed? Republicans. McConnell. Okay. At 1:04:30, Glenn had a question. 1:04:30. One of the ways to reduce carbon pollution is to build a modern rail system to move freight and people with less fuel than trucks, planes, and buses. Will the new House and Senate consider this? Well, the new infrastructure bill does have some money for public transportation, doesn't it? Nice, reduce carbon pollution, build modern rail system. Frank is saying Cannon's just another destroyed career. Funny how that happens when you get near Trump, unless you are 100% against him. Modern infrastructure. Someone had an AI design kind of cities of the future based on what we need and what have you. I've never seen so much greenery. It's like turning every city into a rainforest practically. I don't know where we'd get all the water for that, but it was beautiful. But it's like, wow. Oh, thank you, Jesse. Thank you. Justice. We've everything's unbalanced, hugely unbalanced. Public transportation, 9 of Wands, 8 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, the Fool. I really am waiting for the day when not only are there self-driving cars, really self-driving cars, but I can just say, you know what, I want to go across town, and I don't care if I have to go to hire something or, but I can just walk out of my house, get in, and just sit there. And it'll take me. I can, work on my stuff. And then when I'm there, I'm like, oh, here we are. No driver, no nothing. I'm looking forward to that. Then again, I really love technology. And of course, I need to cough again. I'm so sorry. Okay, sorry about that. 9 of Wands, 8 of Swords. These are just, we're in a bad situation. This is feeling beaten up. This is hemmed in. This is the rich who are still ignoring and doing little about it. But this is also, this could be infrastructure, but here's a Fool. We need some bold action. What is it? I should have read the article. I didn't have time. There is a huge glacier in Antarctica that's on the land, and it's failing. And when that thing melts, it could raise. They were saying it could raise world sea levels by like 3 to 10 feet or something crazy. Goodbye, Southern Florida. Goodbye, Manhattan, unless they build some big walls really quickly. Radical. And it's going to take public money to do it. There's definitely a push in that direction, but there's a lot of drag. Drag by people who are like, oh, I have money. This is fine. Oh, look, I have money. I'm making money from fossil fuels, fracking, whatever. This is the way to go. I'm making money. When I was growing up, I was the youngest of 3 girls. I am the youngest of 3 girls. And my sisters are, quite a bit older than I am. They're 7 and 8.5 years older than I am. So my earliest memories are looking up at everybody all the time. Not just mom and dad, who were huge, but my sisters as well. And it seemed like everybody was smarter than I was because I was small. Just a little kid. And so now that I am 50 years old, an adult, and 5'4", there's a part of me that still expects people in power. There's some small part of me that still expects people in power to be smarter than I am, to have better ideas. And when they don't, and when they're heinous, Koch brothers, Trump, all of these people, it's like the world is a lie. The world isn't a lie, but it's just, how can you be that stupid? How can you be that myopic? I don't get it. Big picture, people. You have to look at the forest, then you can look at the trees, and not just your tree. I don't get it. Okay. Rob D says, goodbye, MTA NYC subway systems and NYC trains. Moxie Chacha says, I'm 4'11". People underestimate me all the time. Dr. Nancy says, we learn together. Civility is essential. Exactly. M. Kelpie, so disappointing, huh, Autumn? Yeah. Lisa Graham saying, time is up, but they don't get it. Yep. Julie Robinette says, gosh, I do understand what you're saying. 2 older brothers, and I was the youngest. I observed and listened a lot, made my decisions from their mistakes. Exactly. I've saved myself a lot of grief in life just by going, oh, okay. Mental note, don't do that. Okay. Holly Francis, goodbye, Mar-a-Lardo. I would think so. I don't know how what the elevation is. I mean, I know that the beach is right there, but I don't know how much they raised it up. Anyway. Monique Osby is saying, have you ever seen the documentary on the Koch brothers? They don't believe in democracy. I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you. Shocked. All right, Holly France, oh, is it sea level? Yeah. Glug. Would you like the glug suite or the glug suite? All right, at 1:13. Kind of an interesting side question. And my sincere condolences to everyone who is mourning today. The death of the Queen of England. The death of Elizabeth. I hope that you are all blessed and that your spirits are uplifted by the divine, and you can take comfort in knowing that you're not alone. There are many people who are very, very upset. Hang in there. Because she was even people who outside of the UK, she was a fixture, a grandmother figure. So anyway. With the Queen's passing, some nations are inquiring about the state of jewels and artifacts that were taken from their lands during early colonial times and not returned. Is it Kohinoor? Kohinoor. Am I pronouncing that correctly? The Kohinoor Diamond? Giant thing on the crown. It was found in India. Way back, and it changed hands a couple of times, but once it was in it basically when the UK took over India, what have you, they ended up with this, and it's in the crown. India has asked for it back a number of times. The UK has said there's no grounds for you guys to get it back. I think you can guess how I feel about this, but I wouldn't I wouldn't want to wear a crown with that thing in it, but that's just me. And it was in the Queen Mother's crown for a long time, and then I guess it was in Queen Elizabeth's crown. But am I correct? I thought I read that it's actually, it belongs in the Queen's crown, not the King's crown. So it's not even going to be used again for a long time. I don't know if that's true. I've read a lot, and I can't always say it's 100% accurate. Hey, Becca from House of Lenormand says, I saw that when we went to London and visited the Tower of London. That thing was massive. I believe it. Feels like 3 cards. Okay, I'm getting a mental image of someone holding, they're like holding a diamond and someone else is trying to take it, and they're like, no, keeping it. 7 of Pentacles, fruits of labor. Make of that what you will. High Priestess, Ace of Wands, the Moon. Yeah, these are not generous cards. These are not cards of generosity. This is a card of higher wisdom, or it can be, but with these cards of big action taken and the Howling at the Moon card, I don't think it's in a hurry. Janelle says most were returned. We don't know the ins and outs. Fair enough, because those cards, according to those cards, it ain't going nowhere. Ouija Squeezebox says the crowns are heavy and uncomfortable. I do know that, you know, there's a famous story. She would spend hours walking around with the crown on just so she could get used to it and the weight of it and not have it fall off her head. And yeah. House of Lenormand says, and that was just one jewel. The staffs and the orbs were freaking ridiculous. The entire collection of the crown jewels was just ridiculous. Cindy Carlson says, how does the king feel about carrying the little purse? I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry. Becca says the most disturbing thing was the block and axe. Oh, jeez. Boy, that was barbaric. Oh. Yeah. Oh, Bert, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeeps. Arthur Volpe says the Indian government will see it when the Scots get the Stone of Scone back. Probably. Anna says, yes, it's bad luck for the males to wear it. Yoy. Okay, moving on. 1/18/30. Deborah Johnson had a question. I don't know why, Deborah, I don't think I'm going to read on this. I'm so sorry. What did the Queen think of the Obamas, Trumps, and Bidens? She's just passed. And when people just passed, I don't like messing with their energy. Even if we're talking about something that happened in the past, it was still her. Yeah, she just got there. And there's always an adjustment. I mean, it's great. She's her younger, healthier self. She's surrounded by people who love her. She's surrounded by goodwill. But she's still going through her life review. She's still adjusting. It's only one or the other, there's the initial reaction, which can be good or bad, but there's also just there's a culture shock. You can think of it that way. It's a culture shock once you're there and you realize you can't come back as that person anymore. That's kind of what's going on there. So, okay. And all right. So it looks like that's going to do it for me for today. But it is 1:31 p.m. here in Chicago. At 4 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. It has its own channel now. And we do 4 25-minute creative sprints. Just bring whatever creative thing you do. And we just focus on our projects. And then we just encourage each other for a few minutes and kind of rinse and repeat. So that's today at 4 o'clock Central Time in the US. And then other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow because I'm here 365 days of the year. You cannot get rid of me, try as you might. Even with the comments sometimes. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. You are not alone. We are in this together. And there are good days ahead. There really are. So hang in there. And I will see you right back here tomorrow. Bye.